You want to fail the Secret Service super interview? Do these three things. You'll fail for sure. First thing is rambling. Rambling tells this panel you are not ready for these questions. You didn't prepare. You have no idea how to answer them. You don't know how to interject things like judgment, decision making, result, action. You have no idea how those things work. And so that's going to be number one reason why you're going to fail that interview for sure, because you're not ready for it, obviously. Number two is lack of ownership. Meaning in your story, you tell Secret Service panel here, you're not taking any ownership for your behavior, for your actions, or for none of that. You're just saying, okay, blah, blah, blah. You're not taking ownership. They don't want you to be like most people in the country where you don't take responsibility. Secret Service, you must take responsibility and your stories must reflect that. When they ask you, what will you do if, you better have a nice way to say how you would end it with a strong result and taking ownership of the situation. Because self-responsibility is not something they pass up on. Like many people in this world you see our politicians do it, you see people in high places do it. They don't take any responsibility at all for anything they do. We can't have that. In your answer, you must have self-responsibility and take ownership. If you don't do that, you will fail for sure. Number three, the biggest one I see all the time, do not understand the mission. Half the people who go for the Secret Service panel, I know because I have friends in Secret Service who do the interviewing, they don't even know what the mission of Secret Service is. They sit there and they have no idea what's going on. They don't even know what the deal is for their own jobs. It's kind of weird. You're going to me with this job, this occupation called Secret Service, and yet you don't even know what the mission is. And that's just pathetic, right? It's not good because that's how they see it. Now, I'm a very friendly guy, but when I interview you, I come at you hard because they will come at you hard as well because they can pick the best. They don't have to pick you. I don't care if you got 5 degrees. It doesn't mean anything at all. Your education matters not when it comes to the interview. I say that so many times. The super interview panel doesn't care about your education because it doesn't mean anything. When you're at the interview panel, it doesn't tell me if you understand the mission. It doesn't tell me how competent you are. It doesn't even tell me if you make good decisions. It doesn't tell me none of that kind of stuff. It tells me 4 years in college like I did, and you got a degree. Good for you. But it's not something to lean on. The super interview is super serious. That's what I want to tell you guys. You want to pass that interview, flying colors, the first time. Link down below, get it to my calendar, and I'll show you how to do it. Do not join the 65% who do not make it. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.